Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I am making another video with this beautiful backdrop. It looks like I have an actual backdrop behind me, but I don't. That is the beautiful area I am in. But anyway, I am making this video because I want to talk to y'all more about my intake, my diet intake. And if you don't know, I have been on liquids. I've been on liquids since the beginning of the year, on and off. But I've been consistent with it for a minute, with like 1 or 2 days in. So I'll say out of all of it, I've probably eaten like 40 days. Let's say 40 days, which is a lot considering we are in October. I mean, it's not a lot considering we are in October, and even though I have not eaten prepared cooked food, I guess, well, everything I've consumed has been liquid. So I've also had in all of this time, I had about 5 liquid soups. 2 of which were when I went out of town, and 2 of which were when I got back. And the reason I ate them when I got back, and I realized that even when I was out of town, because everybody was eating cooked food and I really just wanted something hot. And so I still ate a pureed tomato soup. And then when I got back, because my mother had me go and get her a falafel wrap and some fries. And even though I admired how it looked, I didn't want it, right? I've developed that muscle where it's just really mind over matter, because I remember the feeling of afterwards, how it makes me feel afterwards. And so I did get me a sweet potato lentil soup pureed, and it was absolutely delicious. But I don't want to get used to that, right? Because what I have found with this, y'all, is that with this journey, what I see is like all of your addictions are going to come up. And see, everybody, there was a time when I would say I could never do liquidarian. I don't even remember how I got on this path. But there was a time when I said I would never do liquidarian. And then I did raw vegan so long that I saw that liquidarian started looking interesting to me. And so I started watching videos on it on YouTube, and, just checking out different people that are doing it. But there was a time I said I would never be able to do that. I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. And now I'm comfortable, and I see why other people have gone this route. See, when you deny yourself of eating cooked food, because no matter what you want to say, no matter what your world has taught you to believe, the food that we cook is addictive, regardless of if it's vegan, meat, whatever, it's still addictive. We like the idea of consuming hot food. But what I have acknowledged is when I do eat or consume just liquids, there is a difference in how I feel. I feel lighter, and all of the other addictions to different things in my life have been coming up. So there are things that have been coming up in regards to my habits, my daily habits of maybe, watching YouTube too much, or procrastinating on things that I know I need to do. Like, all of those things have been coming up simply because I started to give up a major addiction, which is food. And to each his own. A lot of people have been on medications, or, there are different situations in your life that require you to eat. So I get that. However, I have had so many stories come to me because I am a certified naturopath, and so people will tell me what's going on with their journey, right? And I have had so many stories come to me since I have been on liquids about people being sick and suffering with high blood pressure and dealing with these issues. And the reality is, every issue that we have, that we deal with in our body, comes from something we have chosen to put in our body, on our body. So that's makeup, that's food, processed food, boxed food, even vegan food cooked in oil, even cooked food, period. All the things we put in and on either contribute or help heal our body. So being on this journey of liquids has allowed me to see how much discipline, first of all, it takes to stay on this path. But furthermore, how important it is for us as humans to start paying attention to what we are ingesting in our body. And again, I am not saying become liquidarian. This is a step. I don't believe people should go from raw meat eating to liquids. For me, it's way more than just chewing and consuming, because I get, a lot of people say, well, how are you getting your vitamins, your nutrients? I'm getting everything through liquids. That's the best way you can get anything in your diet, because we receive all of our nutrients through the small intestine. But when we chew, it skips and goes straight to the large intestines. And so there's a lot of times where people will say you can eat your vitamins, but if you are not chewing properly, then you are still not getting your proper vitamins, right? So, but looking at how many people have come to me with high blood pressure issues, skin issues, and then watching how many people are addicted to the things that they consume that make us sick. It has to make you wonder if you have parasites controlling your brain, because addiction is coming from somewhere. And it's habit too. But you can change those addictions. Like, we have if I could do it, and it's nothing special that I am doing except applying a discipline. And when you do stuff like this, it makes you see all the other errors in your life that you have not been focusing on. But if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm not saying jump to liquids, but I'm saying monitor what you are putting in your mouth. So my first message, if y'all haven't seen, I say this all the time, and I am a certified naturopath, so I can tell you this. You want to control your blood pressure. If you want to control your blood pressure, 80% raw fruits or vegetables, 20% cooked. And watch your salad dressing, because depending on the choice of salad dressing, that could be hindering you too. But 80% raw, 20% cooked, whatever your diet is. I'm not about to tell you to stop eating what you're eating. I'm telling you to change what you're eating. Because if you are still seeing that you have high blood pressure issues and you're consuming the same thing that is making you sick, then you have to question yourself, okay? You have to question yourself and say, what can I do to change my reality? And the thing that you can do to change your reality first is to alter what you are putting in your mouth, because your spirit has already told you what you are putting in your mouth that is not healthy for you. I'm just confirming it. But your spirit already told you. Actually, your spirit told you before you put it in your mouth. So then your guilty conscience will speak and say, oh, I know I ain't supposed to eat this, but one more time. Tell me if that ain't addiction. See, we talk about people on cigarettes, on alcohol, shopping habits, drugs. What about food? Humanity is addicted to food, and it is destroying us mentally. Yes, mentally. It is destroying us because it is disrupting the way we have clear thinking. It is disrupting us physically, and you can tell by your body, your blood pressure, your diabetes, whatever disease you are dealing with. And it is disrupting us spiritually because we are eating so many dense, heavy foods that we are not able to digest everything in a timely manner to connect with the Most High, will connect with our God self. And we think it's okay. We think we could just get away with this and continue to get away with this, and we can't. Whatever you put in your mouth is helping you heal or helping you suffer. And it's your choice. So that's my message and download to y'all today. I love y'all, man. And I really just speak from the heart. Like, I want to see everybody fly. I want to see everybody spiritually evolve. I want to see everybody reach their potential. First, you have to acknowledge it within yourself. I love you. Alika Lesson.